apologize for technical difficulties. Hoping that everything is crystal clear now.
The bottom of the first inning.
As we reach the bottom of the first inning.
California Miramar University, number 2, Stephen Matchin.
Stephen Matchin leads it off for the Rail Riders. The shortstop. As he takes that first pitch. High.
Oh, Garrett White getting the start for the Crop Dusters on 6 innings in his first start of the year. Gave up 3 runs, 3.50 runs.
That one finds the 5-6 gap, and it's a leadoff base knock for Stephen Mackin.
Good keeps hitting there. Mackin gets it through the left side of the infield and leadoff man on
the
for
center
the Rail
fielder
Riders.
from Simpson College, number 30, Jack Schaefer.
So the Simpson College man, Jack Shepard, coming up to the dish now. The center fielder. He faces the 0-0. Swung on right to third base. It just got through the glove. And that's another base knock. That one just couldn't get into Moser's glove. And the Rail Riders are threatening here early with a run of their own. After the Crop Dusters took a 1-0 lead in that first inning.
California Miramar University, number 19, Max Torres.
This order is set up, part of the order for the Rail Riders. Trying to get some runs on the board here in the first inning.
Max Torres up now. First one high for 1-0. He'll face the next pitch. 1-1 in there. Strike just in the upper corner.
And a good frame job there from Cole Gesser. Makes it a 1-1 count.
Is that next one? Just a little blooper over into right. And a glove by Beneke there. Had a man coming over, almost ran into him, had to call out for it. And one away here for the Rail Riders.
Yeah, it's
Now, the third
didn't
baseman,
look pretty,
St.
but
Cloud State
he makes the
University,
play
number
and
9,
gets the
Kenneth
first out of the
Christensen.
As Kinnick Christensen, the third baseman, steps up.
There's no option to change it on the next stop on here.
White delivers. Down low, eaten up by Gosser. White delivers. Next one high and away. Making a 2-0 count.
Can?
White now. Steal attempt down there. A third in there in time. That's a stolen base for Stephen Mackin. Moves him up to third. 1-1 in there. Outside for ball 2.
No, everything's plugged in where it needs to be. Just snapped. Okay, so it's coming. It's coming from the computer.
Next one. Into left center. High fly. It'll get down for another base knock. It's an RBI single for Gardino.
Now, the first baseman from IUPUC, number 7, Lucas
That will
Slater.
be Chipper's second RBI of the season. Gives him 3-1 advantage.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. And high. Ball 1. It's Lucas Slaggert.
They can hear you right now.
As the next one skied into left. Right to Barnett. Caught for the third out of the inning. And that'll do it for the first inning. But nevertheless, the Rail Riders striking back 3 runs on 4 hits. And we've got an interesting game brewing here early in the first. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Corn Belt League Baseball
And up
on
for
the
the
Corn
crop
Belt League
dusters in
Network.
the top of the second inning.
Barrett at the dish for the Crop Dusters.
Casey.
The 2-0 count. The next one down low, ball 3 from Swain.
Can you do me a favor and look up how to change an audio source on OBS from desktop to mic?
Swain faces the 3-0, and that is high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning for Will Barrett.
Yeah, great at bat there from Barrett. Gets on to start
Now,
off the ball.
the first baseman from Mount Mercy University, number 44, Eric Beeman.
Eric Beeman now for the Crop Dusters. When he takes his look over to first, and the 0-0 to Beeman. high and outside. Ball 1.
Beeman 0-4 on the season. He has drawn a walk. The on-base percentage is at 200 right now, but looking to get in the hit column. Move the runner up.
So that next one. Throw it on to second. Not in time. Drop ball. But a great job there by Will Barrett. Use those wheels, and he's got himself a stolen base.
He got 3 stolen bases in these 2 teams so far. As they're doing a good job getting out of second base and putting in the position to score some run down.
Where even is the audio mixer?
Beeman face the 1-1 from Swaney up high.
Okay, hold
2-1.
on, audio mixer, so I'm right here. Which one though?
Beeman is a Mountain Smarty University native.
Okay, so I think it's
Faces the 2-1 down low will make it 3-1.
this card, I guess.
Yeah, Beeman maybe looking to get on with another walk. 3 walks issued already for TJ Swaney. Just 3 outs reported. He needs to get that control under control, I guess.
That next one flowing into right, deep, and it'll get down. And Beeman is going to have himself an extra base as Barrett rounds third, coming to the plate, and he will score uncontested. So the Crop Dusters have brought it back to a 1-run game.
Hey, you
Good
have no
hitting
audio.
there from Beeman.
I know,
He
I was
drives
listening
it
to it
into
on
the
the way
gap.
Okay.
Brings Barrett all the way
We got to
around
figure out
the
this
score.
audio first. So we have everything's plugged in.
Good catcher from
Where's this running to?
It's taking it off the desktop. So like, if he turns up his thing, here, Casey, is your volume up?
I
on your
was just
thing?
listening to it on the way here, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
it's all the way up on your computer.
This is the high and out 4.
Swaney delivers. 0-1. Early on strike in there for TJ Swaney.
Yeah, good for Swaney to get the first strike here in this at bat and put him in position to get out.
It's that next one. 0-2 early on Swaney, getting himself ahead in the count. Swaney the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Keski right over the drop third strike. And that's a strikeout for TJ Swaney, second out of the inning.
Yeah, big strikeout there for Swaney. Gets him some momentum, and maybe that's what he needs to get out of this frame with the lead still intact.
Now Cody's Rust, shortstop. As he faces Swaney, building himself a little bit of momentum through this inning. That strikeout is that next one high for ball 1, 1-0 count.
Yeah, Cody's Rust hitting 268 or 286 on the season, excuse me. He hit that ball into the gap in the first inning that Max Torres made a sliding grab on to prevent some runs from scoring.
And that was a highlight reel play over by Torres in left field. As that next one moves the count to a snake eyes 1-1.
And another really heads-up play to get Max Pfizer at second after Matthew Brown's RBI single.
The next one, cut on and missed. Moves the count to 1-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, you got to be in protect mode if you're Cody Zruth. Try to punch a ball down the line or maybe hit it over the middle and bring some runs home.
So that next one, 2-2 even count, high and out. Swaney trying to keep himself ahead in the count. Doesn't like the first pitch. Finds one he likes. Check for the shoulder delivery. Did he go? Say he didn't go. Moves the count to full 3-2.
Yeah, good job by Zruss to pull it back, stay alive in this count, and now the pressure's on Swaney to make a pitch to get out of this frame.
A payoff from Swaney. High fly out of play. Over us in the press box. Had our PIE guy, Connor Shelton, reaching for that one. Rust bases the 3-2 once more. Down low, through the wickets, but no advance, as that'll put Rust on first with a walk.
Yeah, 4 walks already for this Crop Dusters lineup. They've done a good job staying patient at the plate, and Swaney has to put the ball in the zone more. Struggled with walks throughout this year and struggling again here today.
Pfizer back up for his second trip to the dish as that first one up high for ball 1. Still 2 out, 2 on. Beeman over at second. Rust at first. That next one in there, strike 1. And this is something that Swaney's going to have to get more into as the game goes on. Try and get ahead in that count. As he delivers the 1-1 down low. Couldn't get the hold on a great block behind the dish.
Yeah, good block there from Cuniff to prevent the runners from moving up.
As the 2-1 on its way from TJ Swaney. In there, strike 2.
Yeah, great pitch that appeared to be on that top right outside corner. And once again, you have to be in protect mode on a 2-2 count and try to drive one into the outfield.
Next one high. Make it a 3-2 count. Full for Swaney. Back-to-back counts now.
Yeah, good take there from Pfizer. A lot of swings and misses probably on that pitch, but he holds back and stays alive in the count.
3-2 cut on and missed. Pfizer biting himself for that one. But a great job, nevertheless, by TJ Swaney to get out of the inning. And 1 run for the Crop Dusters, as we'll bring you the bottom half in just a moment. Don't go anywhere on the Corn Belt League Network. Welcome back in. Bottom of the second. About to be underway. Stepping up for the dish for the Rail Riders. It's going to be 22, Josh Cuniff, the catcher.
Yeah, Josh Cuniff, 3 for 18 this year. He has driven in 5 runs and drawn 6 walks for the Rail Riders.
So that first one in, strike one early on to Cuniff. It's the next one, swung on and missed. Look at the velo there by Garrett White.
Yeah, he really brought the heat there, and might need to bring it again in order to get out of this at-bat, get the first out of the inning.
Next one down low, moves the count 1-2. Cuniff, the St. Charles Community College commit, as he faces next pitch up and high. 4-2, evens the count. Cuniff in his last game went 1 for 3. Did manage to get a hit and a walk, as White delivers the 2-2. Cut on and missed. And that's a strikeout for Garrett White.
Appeared like Cuniff actually fouled that one off, so he's going to come back in the box for this 2-2 count.
Is that one fouled off as well? Back to the parking lot. Cuniff might have gotten fooled on that one too. So he'll face the 2-2 once more. White, that one right to the shortstop, over in time. What a great play over there at short by Cody Zrust.
Yeah, the ball looked like it took a bad hop on Zrust. Might have gone a bit higher than he would have liked, but he makes a great play to get this leadoff out. First time today that either pitcher has gotten the leadoff man out, and it puts him in position to put up a 0 in this frame.
And Brevin Hoffman, the right fielder, up now for the Rail Riders. First one, down low, ball 1. (1-0), high outside, 2-0 early on.
Yeah, great take there from Hoffman. It looked like a pretty close pitch, and he holds up to make it a 2-0 count.
White, 2-0 delivery. High, inside, and got the strike call.
Yeah, needed that one to prevent falling behind 3-0 in the count.
As White delivers the 2-1. Swung on and missed. That's a great hack at it by Brevin Hoffman. Garrett White has gotten himself a 2-2 count after being down 2-0. So the kick and delivery from White. Up high, full count. And we're seeing it a lot in this game so far. Early on, a lot of full counts.
Yeah, and that's going to result in the pitcher's pitch count getting up pretty high over the course of the game. So these two teams might turn to the bullpen rather early.
As that one missed outside and low for ball 4. And it is a walk for Brevin Hoffman.
Yeah, we've seen 5 total walks here in the first 2 innings, and these pitchers need to control their pitches to prevent falling behind in the count and being in position to walk so many batters.
Nolan Chandler faces the first one in there, strike 1.
First pitch strike there from Garrett White puts him in a much better position for this at bat.
Chandler faces the 0-1 from White. Deliver. Swung on and missed. Garrett White. 0-2 count. 1 away. 0-2 count. White, let's check it first. Stare down. Delivery. Outside. Thrown back to first. Didn't get him in time. But what a great jump right there. And that's a great aware play. Back behind the dish for Gosser.
Yeah, it was an awfully close play. I thought for a moment that they might have got him, but good job getting back. Very heads-up play from the catcher.
So the next one popped up and out of play. Just on top of the Crop Duster bullpen. So a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 from White. Down low, ball 2, and runner in motion. And that's going to be Brevin Hoffman advancing to second.
Yeah, very heads-up play from Hoffman. It didn't really go too far away from Gosser, but he moves up anyway and puts them in a position to add some runs on the board.
As White, 2-2 delivery, swung on into left. High and caught by Barrett. Throw in will keep Brevin Hoffman from advancing.
Yeah, Chandler hit the ball pretty well there, but good play from Barrett to make the catch, and that brings back up Stephen Machin at the top of the order.
Stephen Machin, the Cal Miramar University. We've seen a lot of Cal Miramar guys, and that's a hefty drive. Hefty plane ride, too.
Yeah, we're pretty far away from California.
It's that next one. In front. Both trying to go for it in time, nevertheless. So a little bit of a thrown together play. Pitcher and catcher both go for it. But the Crop Dusters get out of the inning with no runs. So we'll bring you the third in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Matthew Brown up to the dish as we begin top of the third. So he grounds that one right over to the third, and in time, one pitch, one out for TJ Swaney.
Yeah, and a great start to the inning from TJ Swaney, racking up a lot of pitches over the first 2 innings due to a lot of walks, but he keeps the ball in the zone there, gets first pitch grounder, and gets the leadoff man out.
Christensen gives that a 5-3. As he faces that first strike in there. Cooper Beneke up for the Crop Dusters. in a 2-1 game. Early on, the offense humming for both teams. So that next one cut on and missed.
Yeah, and Swaney 3 straight strikes to open off this inning. Wouldn't surprise me if the next one's not in the zone. Try to get a swing and miss on a pitch outside.
Delivery swung on and missed. Give TJ Swaney a K.
That's 3rd strikeout. He struck out 2 batters since his last walk. He's done a good job putting the ball in the zone the second time through the order and getting some big outs.
Up now for the Crop Dusters, it's Max Mosser on third baseman. First pitch in there, strike 1. That one in play, but they'll call it foul. Saw a little bit of a similar situation last half inning where both pitcher and catcher, Garrett White and Gosser, went for it.
Yeah, when I saw them both go for it at the same time, I thought it was going to be juggled a little bit, but good job by White making the play and getting out of that inning without allowing a run.
As Swaney, the 1-2, down low, even the count at 2-2. Max Mosser trying to get on base. Crop Dusters down 1 run. So that next one right back up the middle, and a base knock for Max Mosser.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting on his part. Sends the ball right back where it came and gets on base here with 2 out for the left fielder, Will Barrett.
Barrett, the left fielder, looks to move up Mosser. Will Barrett, the Southeast Community College, as that one swung on and missed so hard he lost the bat.
Yeah, lost the handle on it. It's a great pitch there from Swaney, and Barrett tried to do some real damage on that one. But
call me crazy, but I think he wanted to hit that one pretty hard.
Yeah.
As he'll face the 0-1 with 2 away. Mosser over at first. Swaney deliver 0-1. Down low, even the count back up at 1-1.
Yeah, he might have been looking to blow the lights out like in the natural.
As the 1-1 delivery from Swaney. In there, strike 2 to Barrett. And Swaney starting to cook up something here. Getting ahead in the counts now.
Yeah, he's doing a good job putting the ball in the strike zone, trying to make the Crop Dusters make plays instead of trying to fool them on every pitch. But
runner in motion, down to second. Got through. And that's going to be a stolen base for Max Mosser. Came down onto the hand of Nolan Chandler. Looks to be okay, though.
Yeah, first stolen base from Mosser this year, does a good job moving up in the scoring position. Now Barrett has a chance to bring him in.
As Barrett faces the 2-2. High, full count. And Swaney gotten into a lot of full counts, but you can't fault him. He's really found his way into the zone, even when he's been down in the counts earlier.
Yeah, he was really struggling earlier in the game, but now it feels like he's starting to come into his own out there and will get on his best groove of the season so far.
As that last one fouled back. And Swaney to deliver the payoff. 3-2 to Barrett. Check on the runner. Kick delivery. Down low, ball 4, another walk.
Yeah, second walk of the game for Will Barrett. 5 walks from TJ Swaney so far, and we've seen 6 in total today. As that brings up Eric Beeman, who doubled home Barrett his first time up to the dish.
As Beeman, clutch hitting last time out. Almost took that 1 yard. Had the distance, just didn't have the carry. So still 2 away. The 0-0. Down low, squirted away from Cuniff, but blocked and no advance.
Yeah, good block there from Cuniff to prevent the runners from advancing.
The 1-0 from Swaney to Beeman. Kick and delivery after multiple checks. High, call it ball 2.
In this situation with the leads that Mosser has been taking, maybe they try to go pick off at second base.
And the leads by Mosser have grown greater and greater each time. See the action right there on the top left of your screen. The back and forth between Swaney, and he'll step off. Back and forth, Mosser and Swaney go. Still 2 away in the inning. Out one, swung and fouled, way out to the left. First strike of the at-bat, 2-1.
Might have left the field in general, ended up in that park area. Hit that ball pretty far.
Swaney waits for his signal. And Swaney, the 2-1. In there, strike 2. Even the count again.
And Swaney with 2 strikes. The last 2 batters needs to finish the job here, avoid issuing a walk or worse yet, giving up a hit and bringing the runner home.
2-2, 2 out. Swung on, fouled back. And Beeman stays alive.
Yeah, good job by Beeman. Stay alive in the count and try and get on, bring this run home, and tie this ball game.
So Crop Dusters down 1. 2-2 Beeman, 2 out. That one grounded over to first. And a step on the bag will end it and move us to the middle and bottom of the third. 2 hits. 1 hit, for the Crop Dusters. And we'll bring you the bottom with the Rail Riders leading 3-2. Back at J.J. Isaacson Field. Bottom of the third. Coming to ya. Jack Schaffer, the center fielder, leads it off as Garrett White back out there for his third inning. So that first one popped up, out of play, back towards the press box. Couldn't get our hands on that one.
Yeah, Jack Schaffer got his first hit of the year, his first time up. Drove in, or later came around to score on Kenneth Christensen's 2-run double. And he's looking to get on to start off the bottom of the third.
The next one down low, snake eye count, 1-1. White, the Southeast Community College commit. So that next one in there, strike 2. And we look at Garrett White's last outing. Saturday the 10th, 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts for him. That's not a bad game for him, as he evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, White, no strikeouts yet. Maybe could get one this at bat with his stuff. Get some swings and misses and get out of the frame.
As he faces the 3-2 now. White, the delivery to Schaffer. Payoff pitch, White. Swung on, fouled back by Schaffer.
Good job by Schaffer to stay alive. And one ball or one good pitch down the middle could end this at bat.
The Simpson College faces the strike 3 call and give Garrett White a backwards K.
Yeah, great pitch there from Garrett White. He gets the first out of this inning. He's got the leadoff man out the last 2 innings. Ended up leaving the last inning scoreless, hoping to do the same here.
Max Torres up to the dish, the left fielder. That one fouled back onto the backstop, 0-1. The 0-1 grounded foul down the left sideline. And it moves the count to 0-2 for Garrett White.
Yeah, good job by Garrett White getting ahead in this count. Gets a leadoff strikeout against Jack Schaffer, and is looking to get Max Torres out to get the first 2 batters out in this inning.
And White, the 2-0 to Torres, fouled back. Excuse me, the 0-2. Still alive in the count. Torres trying to protect anything over the heart of the plate. Now White and Torres, the 0-2, once more. That one grounded over to short. Long throw in time for the second out of the inning. And a great job by Cody Zrust to show off the arm.
Yeah, great throw there from Zrust. Gets Torres in plenty of time from that long throw. And now Garrett White just 1 out away from getting out of this inning.
White rolling in this inning as he faces Kenneth Christensen. His last time up, a double. Went around to score.
Yeah, drove in 2 runs on that double. Stephen Machin and Jack Schaffer coming around to score on that.
So that first pitch down, 0-1. And the pitch from White. Down low, 1-1. And White getting a little quicker with his pitches. He delivers the snake eye, 1-1 count. Christensen swing and a miss. Move that count to 1-2. Garrett White could get through this inning with minimal damage.
It could go breaking ball out of the zone here. Try to get a swing and a miss from Christensen.
Next one, high and outside. Garrett White really finding his stuff in this one. As the 2-2 to Kenneth Christensen. down low, and it'll move the count to 3-2.
Yeah, this is going to be a critical pitch in this inning. Christensen could get on with a walk here, but White needs to put the ball in the zone and get this out.
Looking to go 3 up, 3 down. The payoff pitch from White. In there, strike 3. Kenneth Christensen bewildered himself at that call. But nevertheless, no one left on, no hits for the Crop Dusters and the Rail Riders as we bring you the fourth in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Corn Belt League Baseball on the Corn Belt League Network. Back here at J.J. Isaacson Field, good crowd on hand for tonight's game. That's just a small portion of it. Really good support this year by everyone.
It's nice to see all the fans at the games supporting their friends and family, and it's been an exciting night.
And we can't mention it enough, but we appreciate everyone coming out to games and tuning in as we bring you the top of the fourth. And it's going to be the catcher, Cole Geezer.
He popped out to the first baseman his first time up.
Geezer. The 0-0 from Swaney. In there, strike 1. So first pitch, strike for Swaney. Needs to get more into that groove as he goes on if he wants to keep in this game. It still is a 3-2 game. As that next one cut on and missed. A healthy hack there by Geezer. No runs since the top of the second.
And last inning, Swaney did a really good job getting ahead in counts, and he's hoping to continue that here.
As that next one outside for ball 1 moves the count to 1-2. As Geezer, the leadoff man, in the top. As that one blooped over into right and foul. Great chase down there by Bennick. And we've seen it already in this game, but in left field, these outfielders for the Rail Riders really strong, and we saw it especially in that first inning with Max Torres, that sliding grab.
Yeah, it was a great play on his part, prevented another run from scoring in that first inning, and it's a big reason why the Rail Riders are up ahead of the Crop Dusters right now.
Yeah, Swaney, the 1-2 to Geezer, grounded over to third, and they're going to call another foul ball. So keep the count at 1-2. It's twice now that Geezer has fouled off. So we'll do the 1-2 once more. Yes, TJ Swaney, the 1-2. In there, strike 3 call. Give him a backwards K.
4 strikeouts here for TJ Swaney, all of them since the top of the second inning. He's done a really good job getting into a roll and just throwing the ball in the strike zone.
Back to the top of the order. Lineup card flip over. Ben Keski, center fielder. So he'll face 0-0 from Swaney. Swung on and missed. A healthy hack right there by Keski.
Yeah, and there appears to be motion in the Rail Riders bullpen. Nicholas Merchek from York University is warming up for the Rail Riders. And
so that next one fouled back to the right. I remember seeing Nick Merchek that first day. Look at his numbers, the right-hander. Thursday, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, only gave up 3 hits. That's a winning formula.
Yeah, 1.11 ERA in 19 innings for Merchek.
So that next one, outside. 1-2 count. Keski, 1 away. The 1-2 from Swaney. Keski, a swing and a miss, drop third strike. And another strikeout for TJ Swaney.
Yeah, and that'll be 5 for the righty. And he struck out 17 batters in just 7 1/3 innings coming into today. He has great strikeout stuff. Just has to put the ball in the strike zone, and he's done that over the past couple of innings.
As Cody's Rust, the shortstop, face a low ball 1. Rust been active today. Had a few chances, really showing off the arm earlier in the in the bottom of the third. As that next one, high and above the head, a little bit of head hunting.
And good job by Rust getting out of the way of that, but
especially to bring the bat down. We've seen it. We saw it on opening day when you duck, and the bat is still there as he swings and misses at the 2-0. And I want to bring you an update from Charles Schwab Field. 2-2 LSU Wake Forest. That's an exciting game. And the 2-1 down low, call it 3-1 now.
yeah, Wake Forest adding 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to tie the ball game, and LSU now has 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
That next one, back out of play, 3-2 count. It's the swing from Russ. So Swaney, another payoff pitch. He's gotten into a few 3-2 counts, but he's really worked well around them.
Yeah, he's done a lot better job these last couple innings.
That one grounded over to Mosser. Over in time! And a little bit of contact between the two. But it's a 3rd out of the inning. And no damage done. Crop Dusters still down 3-2. Don't go anywhere. Corn Belt League action continuing on the Corn Belt League Network. bottom four here at J.J. Isaacson Field at Seymour Smith Park. Rail Riders lead the Crop Dusters in a 3-2 game. Miles Gardino up to the dish for the Rail Riders. The extra hitter in today's contest as he showed bunt, had to get out of the way for that one. That came up and in a hurry.
Yeah, that had to be a little bit scary for him after just stepping in the box and getting one up and in there.
And he will face the 1-0 from Garrett White. Grounded right through and in play. Gardino thought about going to second, held up and put on the brakes. And he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, good decision to hold up at first base there. Probably would have been a very close play at second, but not risking it as that brings up the DH, Carson Chipres.
Carson Chipres stepping up. The DH as he faces the 0-0. High and outside, ball one. And the 1-0 fouled way back out to the parking lot. And the 1-1 from White. Up and outside. 2-1.
Gardino has stolen 2 bases this year. Could be a threat to steal another one here.
There's that one in there. Strike 2. In the middle of the zone. The velo right there from Garrett White. Still throwing pretty good. As he delivers the 2-2. And outside. 3-2. Full count. And the payoff pitch from Garrett White. That one away. No advance, and it'll be a walk. So 2-1 on the first 2 up to the dish. And now it's going to bring up Lucas Slogger.
Yeah, that was a great job there from Chipres to hold up. Looked like he was about ready to go around there, but he does a good job and gets on first base with a walk.
Slager, the first baseman. 2 on, no out. Garrett White's got himself into a bit of a hole, and we do have action in the Crop Duster bullpen. It's that one down low. Outside, 1-0. Early on to Slager. The 1-0 from Garrett White. Down low, make it 2-0.
Believe that could be Liam Minich warming up in the Crop Dusters bullpen there.
As the 2-0. Garrett White, the check over his shoulder. Kick, delivery, swung on, fouled off to the right. Just a little bit out in front of that one. Gotta hold it back and be into the zone a little bit longer.
And it's good to see Lucas Slogger back up in the batter's box after the collision that he had in the top half of the 4th inning with Cody's Rust.
The 2-1 from White. Swung on right to second. Double play ball. And in time, double play right there. 4-6-3. And I believe they will call him safe at first. Say there was collision. So the drop ball takes away the double play, but 1 away. Runners on the corners now. And we're going to have a meeting of the minds on the mound. Garrett White, 2 on. Almost was 3 there. The great job over at second by Matthew Brown. So nothing coming from that mound visit. And they did review that call at first, and he is safe. They have confirmed. As White back to the mound to face Josh Cuniff, the catcher. Struck out swinging his last time up.
And on a ground ball here, Cuniff has stolen a base this season, so he has shown some speed. Might be a difficult double play turn if you do get a ground ball here.
As the 1-0 from Garrett White. A runner in motion, throw down to second, way high. And no contest there, a stand-up stolen base. And that's an easy one.
And that stolen base takes the double play out of question. Good job by Cody Rust backing it up to prevent a throwing error that would have definitely moved both runners up.
As that next one dropped down, 2-1 count. And White, the 2-1. That one grounded over to third. It's going to hop over the glove, and a run is going to score on the play. That's going to be an error over at third, an E5. And a tough break for Mosser.
Yeah, it's a tough play to make it at third base backhanded as it just skips by him, and now they're back in the same situation with runners on the corners and just 1 out.
And the Rail Riders have bumped that lead back up to 2. As White, first pitch in on Brevin Hoffman, walked his last time up, a 1-0 count. So Brevin Hoffman worked his patience as he faces that one, a high fly to left. They're going to see if they're going to wave him. They will. They're going to send him all the way. They'll play at the plate. Cut off and not in time. And that's another run for the Rail Riders. Lucas Slager coming in to make this a 5-2 game for the Rail Riders. And it's getting out of hand soon enough if you don't get that pitch count back down and got to get back into that zone.
Yeah, just a good job there from Brevin Hoffman to get the ball into the outfield. And
and they will call him out at third for leaving early. So that changes everything. The run should still count. No. We're going to see what goes on. We'll let you know when we bring you back in just a moment. So back here for the top of the 5th. And that last play, it resulted in an out, and the run does not count. They are claiming he left too early. So still a 4-2 game. So the Crop Dusters hopefully not losing as much hope as they thought.
Yeah, and kind of a lucky break for them on that one. You don't see that called very often, but good heads-up play to notice that he might have left early. And, you know, if they didn't notice that, it would be 5-2 game, maybe even more.
And we look at the new arm on the mound for the Rail Riders. And it is Nick Mersick, the right-hander from York. We remind you, Thursday, through 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, only 3 hits given up.
Yeah, 19 total innings over 4 games and 3 starts for him. 1.11 ERA. He has been very effective for the Rail Riders. And
that one right to the shortstop over his head. And advancing to second. And early on, Crop Dusters, an error that puts a man on second. That's Max Pfizer. So Pfizer up to second. The single, also an error.
yeah, it looked like he might have broken his bat on that one, created.
Did see a bit of shrapnel fly out. Yes, Matthew Brown, the second baseman.
Drove in a run his first time up on a single, brought in Ben Keski in the top of the first inning.
So Mersick, second pitch of the inning. Fly way foul out to the right. So the 0-1 from Mersick. Check on the runner over the shoulder. Delivery. That one fouled back and out of play once more. About the same area.
Yeah, Max Pfizer has 2 stolen bases on the season. Anything into the outfield that drops will probably be enough to bring him around to score.
And Mersick only thrown 3 pitches this inning. As he throws the 4th one here on the 0-2 count. That one, little blooper, and it's going to fall into right center. And coming around third, cut off at the mound. And the Crop Dusters have brought this game back to a run game.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting there from Matthew Brown. Just lines it the opposite way, gets it to drop in the outfield, and some good base running there from Pfizer to come all the way around to score.
And it's going to bring up the right fielder, Cooper Bennick. Bennick, 0-0. Brown showing bunt. That one right back to the mound. Right to the second baseman. Tried to get over in time to first. No dice on the double play ball. So it's a fielder's choice. As Mersick gets rid of the man up front, but a man on first.
Yeah, just a heads-up play there from Mersick. He could have easily just thrown it to first and got the easy out, but he decides to press his luck a little bit, throw to second, and just a good play on his part.
And a pinch hitter for the Crop Dusters, Cade Perry from Washburn. 0 for 2 his last game with an RBI and a walk. So that first pitch outside, up and in, 4-1.
And Perry's also pitched a little bit this year. Has been kind of a do-it-all guy for this Crop Dusters team.
As he faces the 1-0 for Mersick. That one fouled back. So He comes in for the third baseman, Max Mosser. Wonder if he did get a little shaken up on that earlier error. Bounced off the wrist, it looked like. So Perry faces the 1-1. Throw back over to first, a diving play, and he's back in time. Great awareness by both teams right there. Great dive.
Yeah, Benek doing a really good job to get back to the base.
As the 1-1 to Cade Perry. Delivery from Mersick. Back over to first. Pickoff not in time again. It's getting close out there, though.
Yeah, and Merchick maybe goes back there one more time. Get another opportunity to get Benek out.
You can see that lead he has over at first. As Perry faces that one. Strike two. Move the count 1-2. One away.
Yeah, Merchick's done a really good job to put the ball in the strike zone and puts him in a better position to get out of this frame.
As Pari will face the 1-2 from Merschek. Another throw over. Back in time. Seeing a lot of pickoffs. Knowing Beneke does have wheels, and this is a steal scenario. The 1-2 from Mertzek. High and up. Maybe almost looked like a pitch out, but it moves the count even to 2-2.
K. Perry has drawn 3 walks and 20 plate appearances this season. He's shown good plate patience throughout the year.
That next one fouled back to the left, to the Rail Rider bullpen, or dugout, excuse me. Bari faces the 2-2. Mersick one away. Runner on first for the Crop Dusters. A 1-run game here in the top of the 5th. Deal from Mersick. Swung in a miss. Give him a strikeout, and that's the first K of the game for Nick Mersick.
Yeah, great pitch there from Mersick. Blows by him on a high fastball and gets the second out of the inning.
Will Barrett back up to the dish. Drew a walk his last time up. 2 walks. Fact check me on that one.
Yes. he has
Stolen
gotten 2
base.
walks.
So 2 walks and a stolen base for Will Barrett in this game already. The left fielder will face Nick Mersick for the first time this game with 1 on, 2 away. First pitch in there, strike 1. One looked like it broke a bit towards the end.
Yeah, good first pitch there from Merchick. Gets it right on the outer part of the strike zone. Gives him the 0-1 advantage.
Next one, swing. And that one made him lose his bat twice now. Someone's lost their bat on a swing. That was a power swing, I'd like to believe.
Yeah, you might need to put some pine tar on that. Make sure it doesn't slip out next time.
And the 0-2 from Mersick, runner in motion. That one fouled back off, out of play, and they'll do it again. O2. Deal from Mersick. Deliver on the 0-2. Down low, ball 1. So the 1-2 for Mercek. Runner on first. 2 away. Top of the 5th. Runner in motion. That one high fly into foul territory and an easy grab. So no damage except for the 1 run. And we have made it an interesting game here. A 4-3 Rail Riders lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back into J.J. Isaacson Field. Good group of supporters over at the left side by that Rail Riders dugout.
Yeah, it's nice to see everyone out at the ballpark supporting these teams and supporting the Corn Belt League.
As Garrett White back out there for his 5th inning of work as that first one in there, strike 1. Tried to hold back the swing. That was Nolan Chandler as he leads off the inning for this Rail Rider team.
Chandler hit a pretty deep fly out to Will Barrett back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And
next one down low. 1-2 count to Chandler. As the delivery from Garrett White. Swing and a miss. Give him a K. Once more, Garrett White looking smooth. First into the 5th inning.
Yeah, great start to this inning for Garrett White. Blows that pitch right by him for his 3rd strikeout. And now the top of the order comes back up for the Rail Riders.
Steven Machin back in the box for the Rail Riders. That one down low. Ball 1. Machin last time up. Base knock. Did come around to score earlier in the game. As he faces the 1-0. Make it a 2-0 count.
He hit the ground ball in the bottom of the 2nd inning that it looks like White and Gieser were both going to go for, but White ended up coming up with it and making the play to first.
Is that one a deep one to left center? And it's going to drop over the head of Will Barrett. And look at him fly around third. Coming into third. And a stand-up triple from Steven Machin.
Yeah, some great base running on Machin's part after that ball dropped. It's his first triple of the year. Some good base running to notice the situation and move up.
Jack Schaefer back up. A run 90 feet away over at third. That insurance run. It's that first pitch in there, strike 1. And we see it more commonly. Teams tend to take that first pitch.
Yeah, and it could be a strategy to try to work up these pitch counts and get to the bullpen faster.
As that next one falls for a blooper into center, and it'll score a run. So an RBI single will score. And Machin coming around makes this a 5-3 game. Now the Cal Miramar man, Max Torres.
It looks like Eric Beeman, who was playing first base earlier, is warming up in the bullpen for the Crop Dusters.
So that next one, Torres right through the gap, and that's another base knock. That one just beat Cody's Rust to the backhand side, and the Rail Riders threatening to pull away. 2 on, 1 out.
Yeah, some good hitting there from Max Torres. It's the top third of this order have all just gotten on and hit the ball in play, make the defense make a play, and so far they haven't.
As the St. Cloud man right to Rust, can't pick it up cleanly. And a bases loaded opportunity upcoming for the Rail Riders and Miles Gardino.
Gardino singled his last time up in the 4th inning. Arguably could have been a double, but good job there from Bennett to prevent him from advancing.
As we will have a meeting of the minds and maybe a new pitcher. And that will do it, and we'll introduce you to the new arm in just a moment. Back in, bottom of the 5th, Crop Dusters, Rail Riders, new arm on the mound, Eric Beeman.
Yeah, Eric Beeman started this game at first base, had an RBI double in the top of the 2nd inning. 1 appearance this year for him, went 1 1/3 innings, didn't give up any runs, struck out 3 batters. And he's looking to continue his success on the mound with the bases loaded.
Mount Marty University product. And he'll face Miles Gardino with the bases juiced, 1 out. This is pressure packed. If the Rail Riders get something here, it's going to blow this game wide open.
Yeah, and in this situation, you cannot afford to allow any more runs to score.
So that first pitch outside, ball 1.
And the Crop Dusters playing in, which could be a little bit risky, but if Gardino hits it the way they want him to, that risk will pay off for them.
And that's 2-0 early on. This is a pressure-packed scenario. And those first 2, not what Beeman wanted. And next one in there, strike 1. Beeman looking to get through this. Just needs a ground ball double play. Easier said than done. There is a backup arm in that Rail Rider bullpen. Swing and a miss. Gardino evens the count back at 2-2.
Yeah, and it'll be difficult to turn a double play with the speed of Miles Gardino. So maybe with them playing in, they're looking to get the force out of Schaffer at the plate.
Next one, Beeman up high, full count, and in the pen for the Dusters, it's Max Mosser. Started out the game at third.
Yeah, and Mosser started off the game at third base. Eric Beeman started at first. So they've really used a bunch of players in a bunch of different roles today.
And Beeman, ball 4, walks in a run to Gardino. And it's a 3-run game, 6-3. Bringing up the DH, Carson Shiprez.
And if you bring home any more runs here, this game is really going to get out of hand, and just can't afford for that to take place.
The 0-0. Shiprez not biting at that one. And the 1-0, Beeman, high, 2-0 once more. It's twice now that Beeman has found himself in a 2-0 count to start an AB.
Yeah, and he needs to avoid falling behind.
Ooh, and that one up high, almost got him in the head. Shiprez looks to be okay. Didn't get him. But it moves the count 3-0. Dangerous early on. Shiprez the 3-0. And that's a strike. Shiprez thought that was outside.
It was a very close pitch from Beeman there, but he gets the strike and keeps this at bat going.
It's Beeman. 3-1, up high, and that walks in another run. So back-to-back runs walked in by Beeman. Not what you want coming out of the pen.
And this inning is really getting out of hand here for Eric Beeman. He needs to put the ball in the strike zone, try to get some ground balls in order to get out of this frame.
As he faces Lucas Slager. First baseman takes ball 1 high. Slager looks to take that 1-0 count to his advantage. Next one inside, got him a third run. Will come in. Bases still loaded. And that will do it for Eric Beeman. As we'll bring you the new arm in just a moment. back in to J.J. Isaacson Field. And bottom of the fifth, new arm on the mound for the Crop Dusters. And it is Max Moser.
Yeah, Moser played third base earlier in the game. Had an error that led to a run, and at the plate he was 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. On the mound this year, Moser's only pitched in one game, pitched a third of an inning, issued a walk, and struck a batter out. And he's got to throw the ball in the strike zone and try to get some outs, avoid this game getting truly out of hand.
As the delivery outside, great job back behind the dish to hold that one in. And bases juiced 2-0 now early on. First two pitches. Excuse me. The 1-1, excuse me. And that one outside. 2-1 count now. And the delivery down low. 3-1 now.
And if you're Max Moser here, you have to throw some more strikes. Cuniff has some solid speed. He could beat out a double play ball here.
No, sir. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack there by Josh Cuniff. Ash struck out once already this game. As he faces the 3-2. 3-2-1 on the scoreboard. 3-2. The payoff. One away in the inning. Bases juiced. High and tipped off the glove. That's going to walk in once more. Another run. So that has blown this game to a 9-3 Rail Rider lead. 5 runs in the inning for this Rail Rider team.
Yeah, and the last 4 batters for the Rail Riders have either been walked or hit by a pitch.
Moser deals 0-0. Swing and a miss. Big hack right there by Brevin Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman looking to do some real damage here. Maybe drive a ball into the gap and bring home 2 runners.
The deal down low. 1-1 count. Snake eye count. And the Crop Dusters having to feel a bit defeated here. 5 runs in the inning.
Yeah, but you can't get too discouraged. You have to get out of this inning by any means possible at this point.
Next one in to center, and that's going to score another run, keeping the bases juiced. Carson Shiprez, the run in to score. It is a 10-3 ball game for the Rail Riders, and this one's getting ugly.
Yeah, the last 9 batters for the Rail Riders have reached base on a triple, 2 singles, an error, 3 walks and hit by pitch, and now another RBI single from Brevin Hoffman.
And we are back to Nolan Chandler. Believe he's hit in this inning already, hasn't he?
Yeah, he struck out against Garrett White to lead off the inning. Everyone sensed him as reached, and Chandler's looking to extend that streak to 10.
So everyone but Chandler has faced the new arm. As a 2-0 count early on. Osser deals 2-0. Down low, make it 3-0. And And the counts are not helping the crop dusters out here.
Yeah, no one warming up in the bullpen. It looks like they're just going to roll with Max Mosser from here on out. Hope he can get out of this inning.
Hopefully out of this game. As a check over to third, they tag the runner, and he's out. What a great awareness play on the mound by Max Mosser.
Very heads-up play on his part. Got Lucas Slaughter in maybe too big of a lead there, and just a good pickoff on his part.
As a step off the mound. So bases no longer juiced for the first time since the inning has started. And those first few batters had gone up. Next one down low, almost got him. So a 3-0 puts the bases back up. And it is still bases loaded. And it's going to bring up Steven Makian for his second trip in this inning. A triple to his first time in the inning.
Yeah, he tripled in his last at-bat.
Next one down low, 1-0.
One in the gap might bring home 2 or 3 runs in this scenario. Give the Rail Riders an even bigger lead.
2 away, the 1-0. Outside, that's going to get to the backstop, and it's going to score another run. Make this an 11-3 ball game. Runners on second and third.
Yeah, that one just kind of got away from Gieser. It's been a very rough inning for the Crop Dusters, and now they just need to get this final out and get out of this inning.
Next one, outside, 3-0. Count is not helping. 7 runs have crossed the plate in this inning. 11-3. The 3-0 upstairs and got him. And that's going to put another man on base. Bases loaded. ×3 now. And mound visit. And believe we are going to have a new arm in the game. And we'll bring it to you when we come back. New arm on the mound. Shockingly enough, it's going to be my own cousin, Noah Strezik, the freshman from Wayne State. I have never seen him pitch in my life. Strezik, 1-0. I'm in shock. I've never seen this. This is the first.
Yeah, this is first time pitching this season as well.
So Strezik, 2-0 early on. Deals the 2-0. Swing and a miss right there. 2-1.
Yeah, Struzik has played a little bit in the field this year, mainly in the outfield, but first time taking the mound in this Corn Belt League season.
As next one down, 3-1. 2-2, correction. Struzik, next one outside. Full count. So a big pitch. Something I'm just as excited to see as he deals runner in motion. Ball 4. And he walks in a run. So 8 runs in the inning. Bases still loaded. It's going to bring up Carson Shiprez once more, the DH. Or excuse me, Max Torres, the left fielder. Strike 1 early on. First pitch strike for Struzik.
And Struzik's going to need to get some strikes to keep this game alive.
That next one, pop into center. Did he make the grab? No. A little blooper. And they're going to call a final here, as that puts the mercy rule. And the Crop Dusters win an absolute blowout, 13-3. So an insane game. Absolutely shocking. Something that had just about everything. So we can't thank you enough for tuning in to tonight's wild game. And we'll bring you back in just a moment with the player of the game. So don't go anywhere. So we bring you back to J.J. Isaacson Field with a blowout final, 13-3, Rail Riders over the Crop Dusters. This game had the offensive explosion, 9 runs in the 5th for the Rail Riders. And Colten, this was a wild game.
Yeah, entering that bottom of the 5th inning, you wouldn't even have considered a mercy rule as even a remote possibility, but a 9-run bottom of the 5th inning. Definitely a bizarre occurrence, but it was a very interesting game. A lot of stuff happened, and it's a ball game, I guess.
This was a crazy game. An absolute shocker. This game was close all the way until about the bottom of the 5th, when the Rail Riders just absolutely took over. Bases juiced for the Rail Riders most of that inning, and it leads to a demolishing 13-3 victory as they emerge victorious here. So, for the final time tonight, thank you so much for joining us here on the Corn Belt League Network. Sam Whittaker and Colten Alder. We'll see you next time.